Insecurity. Nigerian elite not doing enough, say Arogbufa. How will they do enough when they are not affected? How will they do enough when they don't care about the citizens of this country? How will they do enough when all they care is about themselves, their family, and no one else? They're in position, they are shielded, no one can get to them, their children are abroad, they are living in highbrow area where nobody can meet them. When they want to move, instead of going by road, they go by air. They all have choppers to move from one location to the other. They travel by air, and when they are going on road, they go with heavy security. So why would they care about the ordinary citizen? And while this is a matter of time, everything will soon explode on their faces because this cannot continue forever. The masses very soon will be pushed to the wall, and at the end of the day, they will react. All this one that people are still quiet is because they are still level of sanity. They still believe maybe the government will do something. When it is glaring that the government is not ready and not willing to do things to stop this nonsense that is going on in this country, few group of guys terrorizing states, terrorizing the whole nation. We don't hear much about Boko Haram now. It's not bandits. It's not kidnappers terrorizing communities, killing and maiming, even threatening the federal government that they are going to pick Mr. President and El-Furufai, the governor of Kaduna State. Is that not a shame that they even have the gut to threaten the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of this nation? Where are we heading to? The elites, they better sit down and call themselves to order and find a lasting solution to this problem. Otherwise, this thing that we are looking at gradually is going like this. It will boomerang and they may not be able to face it. A retired security chief and former chief of staff to former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, Brigadier General Jones Arugbofa, retired, has berated the elite in the country for their lackadaisical attitude towards getting solutions to the insecurity challenges facing the country. He also has stressed the importance of reviewing the constitution of the country in line with the current realities to fight security challenges. Do they need anybody to tell them this? Things that is currently on ground, what are the reviews that they do? Why do they quite do? Anytime things happen, the commander-in-chief will call all the service chiefs to come for a meeting. At the end of the day, they will issue a statement. The statement will not go beyond that statement. Nothing will happen. If the constitution is holding them from doing what is needful, why not look at the means, call the National Assembly, let the Mr. President write to them and say, look, can we amend this so that we can give them leverage of power? The state police, they have refused to talk about it or allow it to operate. The people who regional this thing, they are quarreling with them, that why are they coming up with a Moteku or whatever. They be very good that they are using it. That's why it's terrorizing, that they are using it to terrorize themselves. So instead of the government to look at if what we have on ground, you don't need anybody to tell them. If the constitution is what is delaying or holding them up from doing what is needed, call to order. National Assembly, look at this and let's see how we can write an amendment. It's not talking about electoral laws or whatever. This insecurity in this country must be faced headlong. If this government cannot solve this, they are just creating problems for the incoming government. And that will continue to waste money on insecurity, will continue to spend a humongous amount of money, and we are not seeing results. For how long? Arugbofa stated this at a lecture he delivered during the 2022 edition of Basharun Shende Arugbofa University of Ibadan Alumni Association Lecture held on campus of the Federal University of Technology, Akure, Ondo State. The lecture was titled Insecurity in Our Nation, Roles and Challenges of Elite. He represented by Major General Clement Olukoju, retired. The guest lecturer said the elite class in Nigeria has seemingly assumed a dimension that is of no realistic value in the preservation of lives and property. They don't care now. He said the analysis of the contemporary situation in Nigeria reveals that the elite have no consistent and significant linkage to national aspiration. When their bread is buttered, why would they care about others? On this basis, the country has not realized its optimal value as a result of ineffective mobilization of potential associated with elitism. Today, Nigerians live in fear and are killed and kidnapped at will. Unfortunately, most of the victims are masses, while the elite are unperturbed. This depressing picture of Nigeria is a source of concern, and it is the reason for this intervention put together by the organizers of this lecture so that we can rescue this nation from the lingering insecurity. I hope they will listen to this lecture and do whatever recommendation is given, because they have series of lectures, they have series of meetings, and I don't know what they are bringing out from all those meetings, all those their lectures. He added, it is quite unfortunate that Nigeria is paraded with elites that regard themselves as canonical representatives of their personal, political, and ethnic interests, while abandoning the role expected of them, such as setting the standards that are worthy of emulation. Which are emulation? I said it, they are all for themselves and not for nobody. A study of the elite responsibility in the society revealed that not which has been achieved due to various challenges. These challenges include constitutional impediments, lack of consensus among the elite, and inappropriate deployment of bureaucrats and technocrats. Others are low levels of technology and poor budgeting system. However, it should be noted that the militant tumor of insecurity can be healed through the proper chemotherapy. This includes the constitutional amendment, the establishment of special court and national technology village, as well as the creation of security trust fund. The implementation of this recommendation will facilitate the responsibilities of elite in enhancing national security. In his remark, the Edo State Governor Rotimi Akeredolu expressed concern over the increasing rate of insecurity in the southwest region of the country. He said his administration championed the midwifery and Moteco Corps to curb insecurity in the region, while the security outfit had recorded many successes in securing the lives of the people to the region, and they can do more if they are properly armed and they are properly exposed, trained. Akeredolu was presented by the Secretary of the State Government. The State Government, Princess Oladunni Odu, noted that Nigeria was rated third behind Afghanistan and Iraq in the 2020 Global Terrorism Index. Imagine, brothers fighting brothers, killing ourselves. Not that people are invaded the country from outside. Within the same country, the same ethnic group, the same people sitting in the same location, and a few groups of guys are terrorizing the host community, terrorizing a whole state. Traveling by road is wahala. Then by air now, there are some places you can't even do, no airport. So how do you move? You can't drive. Driving at night is not safe. By day is not safe. So where will you move? And they want the country to grow with this insecurity. They want the country to progress. How can we? We are shedding innocent blood every day. This cannot continue. He said our southwest, that is well known to be very peaceful, is now being threatened with the various crimes like kidnapping, robbery, ritual killings, among others. We must collectively work together to mitigate it to the barest minimum. We must understand that as a lead, we have enormous role to play towards reducing crime rate in our society, and we must be ready to support and advise the government on how insecurity can be reduced. There's one thing for advice to come, there's another thing for the government to implement this advice. If this advice are not implemented, how will we move from one place to the other? We are doing the same thing and we expect a different result. Please, my people, what is your take on this? Is it the elite that is our problem or the masses? Kindly make your opinion known as you subscribe to my page. Thank you, good day, and God bless.